Hello my besties and welcome to my October HRCYED check-in and also having a look at the other reading challenges that I am currently in the middle of, or some of them are getting very close to the end and I need to do some work. So yes, let's have a look at where we're sort of at. So this is what the bingo card looks like at the end of September, the start of October. I did have to make a couple of changes because I completely missed a book when I was doing my wrap up. So I missed out this, what's it called? The Strange and Beautiful Sorrows of Ava Lavender. And then I realised that I had tripled up a prompt, but I don't remember which one it was. So the numbers are slightly different, but this is currently accurate and what we're going with moving forward. And thankfully I read a lot in October and a lot counted for things. There were some things I could only use for one prompt, but a good majority I was able to get in for two, and I am inching closer and closer to at least getting a bingo in this challenge. I would love a blackout, but aiming for a bingo first. But let's get into what books I read that counted. I'm not going to go through everything that I read. I'm just going to go through what I used. The first book up is An Address in Blood by Kendare Blake. I read this for the Challenge Myself prompt as well as the BIPOC author challenge. Next was Girls of Paper and Fire by Natasha Nang. I read this for Q's Rex and also the Queer Alphabet. Then I read Etiquette and Espionage by Gail Carriger. I used this for the Even Bigger Rainbow, and also I used this for Challenge Myself. Next was The Cruel Prince. I used this for the Even Bigger Rainbow and Spooky Creatures. Then I had Anathema by Kerry Lake. I used this for Series Staircase for the duology as well as The Last 10 Years. Then I read Bat Eater by Kylie Lee Baker, and I'm using this for the BIPOC authors and also for Q's Rex. Then I read Matilda. I'm using this for the Series Staircase for the standalone as well as for the adaptation because I haven't really decided what I'm doing with Miss Peregrine's Home for Peculiar Children, if I'm still using that for two reading prompts as well as watching the movie. To me, it goes with what's allowed. But if I get to the stage where I could put something else in for one of the prompts I've used Miss Peregrine's for, maybe I'll just switch it out and do it that way. Next book to discuss is Powerful by Lauren Roberts, and I use this for the A to Z challenge for the L prompt. Then I've got My Friends by Frederick Backman. I used this for the Readathon challenge. It was for a translator work, and then I also used it for the translation challenge. I then read Truly Devious, which I used for the HRCYED 1 prompt. Then for my book club read, which was Corrupt by Penelope Douglas, I put this in for subgenres of choice, and I've used a dark romance because my genre is romance. Then I've got Hex Hole by Rachel Hawkins. I use this for the Even Bigger Rainbow because it's got 7+ colours on it, and then also for Spooky Creatures for the witches in it. Then we have Blankets by Craig Thompson, and I use this for non-fiction because it is a memoir. And I then also slotted it in for Around the World because this talks a hell of a lot about places in North America. And then the last book of the month that I used for HRCYED was The Memory of Light by Francisco X. Stork. And I used this for the Heritage Month, being a Hispanic author. And I also use this for the Last 10 Years prompt as well. Okay, so to just go through the actual bingo card and where I'm at. So for the by the hundreds, I started on 4. I'm still on 4. I haven't started my 24-hour readathon. I plan on doing that in December when my partner has his Christmas party party so that I just have 24 hours uninterrupted, I guess. Subgenre of choice has gone from 1 to 2. Series staircase has gone from 2 to 4. Award season, I still haven't touched this. I'm hoping with the Goodreads Choice Awards coming out this month, I will get to reading some then. TBR game, obviously that still remains fulfilled. The last 10/12 years has gone from 2 to 5. This is where I added in, actually 2's not correct then. The last 10/12 years has gone from 3 to 5. All the adaptions has stayed at 4, but technically I put the book into the slot of the musical for Matilda. Disability rep has stayed at 1. Heritage Month has gone from 1 to 2. Translation challenge has gone from 1 to 2. Around the World has finally got its first 1 on it. Even Bigger Rainbow did a big jump from 5 to 8. Make a Quote still only has 1. Spooky Creatures has gone from 4 to 6. Become the Avatar still hasn't started yet. Any Readathon has gone from 5 to 6. Animals Are Better has remained at 2. Even Queerer Alphabet has started with 1. So favourite HRCYED 1 challenge went from 9 to 11. BIPOC Author Challenge has gone from 3 to 5. New Releases has stayed at 2. The exciting one, Challenge Myself, has gone from 7 to being completed. So I have completed my second box. Non-Fiction Challenge has gone from 1 to 2. Q's Rex have gone from 0 to 2. So I only need 1 more for that one, and then that challenge is done. So all in all, I've definitely moved up quite a bit in the board and how I'm doing, but there's definitely some prompts that I need to work on and get my ass in gear because I haven't even started them. So I think I'm gonna have to go out of my way to start reading books for those challenges, although I've still got, what, 7 months, almost 8 months of the year to go. So I've got time. I keep forgetting that it finishes at the end of June. I've got a whole half a year to go. Okay, on to the Autumn Readathon, which is hosted by Emily, and you can find all the information at autumn_readathon, which I'll leave it all down below. But we are halfway through because it runs from September to November, so I got some work to do, but look, it's just a bit of fun. But anyway, let's go through whatever. So first up for this challenge, I was able to count Anna Dressed in Blood for my horror read. Then I was able to count Harry Potter and The Prisoner of Azkaban for my features family. Anathema counted for my witches prompt. My Friends by Frederick Backman counted for cool colours on the cover. Hex Hall counted for ghosts or haunted houses. And then Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire counted for my mood read. So I have read 13 books on this challenge. I believe there's 36. I may be wrong with that one. But it's not bad. I would like to say I wish I was further along, but it is what it is, and I'm okay with that. Then on to our fantasy, where only 1 book that I read was off this list. So I need to do better at this one, definitely. And that is The Cruel Prince by Holly Black. So I'm getting closer to at least a bingo line. If I just read Emily Wilde 3 and what's the other one? Wish of the Wicked, I will at least have a column read. We'll see. And then on to my 25 in 2025, and I did make some good progress with this challenge, mainly because I did a reading vlog that will be coming out soon dedicated to it, which definitely helped. So the first book that I can tick off, this one is Anna Dressed in Blood. Then I read Truly Devious. I then read Etiquette and Espionage by Gail Carriger. I read Girls of Paper and Fire by Natasha Nang. And then to get me my first bingo, I read The Cruel Prince by Holly Black. So my goal for this one is to get 3 bingos before the end of the year. I'm not aiming for a blackout anymore. I don't think it's realistic. Plus, I've also decided that things like the bone season will ever want to read The Pale Dreamer first, so which I'm reading this month, but I don't know that I can cross it off because I'm not reading that book, but there's one before it. Same with what is it, The Lord of the Rings. There's the prequel to it and I want to read that first. So those are my challenges as of the end of October. Sorry about the background noise. I was trying to film it in between the breaks of them like mulching up trees or whatever they're doing, but they've clearly started again, which is annoying. And yeah, all in all, I read a lot in October. I'm pretty proud of that. Not a lot of it went to my challenges, but that's okay. I enjoyed what I read and that's more important to me. But if you're doing any of these challenges, let me know down below. I would love to follow along how you're going. I have also done my TBR for the Romantasy Bingo, so that will be incorporated into November's wrap up, and then we'll be saying goodbye to the, what is it, Autumn Readathon. I don't know if Emily's going to do a winter one or not. She hasn't mentioned anything so far, but we'll see. And yeah, that's it for today. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and hit the subscribe button if you want it, and I will see you all next time. Bye!